Flora Alejandra Pizarnik, 1936 to 1972, was born to Russian Jewish parents in an immigrant district of Buenos Aires. During her short life, spent mostly between Buenos Aires and Paris, Pizarnik produced an astonishingly powerful body of work, including poetry, short stories, paintings, drawings, translations, essays, and drama. From a young age, she discovered a deep affinity with poets who, as she would later write, exemplified Holderlin's claim that poetry is a dangerous game, sacrificing everything in order to annul the distance society imposes between poetry and life. She was particularly drawn to the suffering of Baudelaire, the suicide of Nerval, the premature silence of Rimbaud, the mysterious and fleeting presence of L'Autrement, and perhaps, most importantly, to the unparalleled intensity of Artaud's physical and moral suffering. Like Artaud, Pizarnik understood poetry as an absolute demand, offering no concessions, forging its own terms, and requiring that life he lived entirely in its service. Like every profoundly subversive act, she wrote, poetry avoids everything but its own freedom and its own truth. In Pizarnik's poetry, this radical sense of freedom and truth emerges through a total engagement with her central themes: silence, estrangement, childhood, and most prominently, death. An orphan girl's love for her little doll pumps death gas through the heart of her avatar. The garden of forgotten myth is a knife that rends the flesh. A grave opens its arms at dawn in the fusion of sea and sky. Every intimate word spoken feeds the void it burns to escape. Pizarnik's poetry exists on the knife's edge between intolerable, desolate cruelty and an equally intolerable human tenderness. From her historical essay on the Bloody Countess, Elizabeth Bathory, the absolute freedom of the human is horrible. From a late interview with Martha Isabel Moya, the job of poetry is to heal the fundamental wound, to rescue the abomination of human misery by embodying it. This poem was collected sometime between 1969 and 1971 and was drawn from a 17-page manuscript Pizarnik entrusted to the poet Perla Rutzait less than a year before her suicide. On Silence by Alejandra Pizarnik. It's all in some language I don't know. Lewis Carroll, Through the Looking Glass. I feel the world's pain like a foreign language. Cecilia Meireles. They play the part estranged. Michaux. Somebody killed something. Lewis Carroll, Through the Looking Glass. 1. The little blue doll is my envoy in the world. An orphan in the garden rain, where a lilac-colored bird gobbles lilacs and a rose-colored bird gobbles roses. I'm frightened of the gray wolf lurking in the rain. Whatever you see, whatever can be taken away is unspeakable. Words bolt all doors. I remember rambling through the sycamores, but I can't stop the drama. Gas fills the chambers of my little doll's heart. I lived the impossible, destroyed by the impossible. Oh, the banality of my evil passions, enslaved by ancient tenderness. 2. No one paints in green. Everything is orange. If I am anything, I'm cruelty. Colors streak the silent sky like rotting beasts. Then someone tries to write a poem out of forms, colors, bitterness, lucidity. Hush, Alejandra, you'll frighten the children. 3. The poem is space, and it scars. I am not like my little blue doll, who still suckles the milk of birds. Memory of your voice in the fatal morning guarded by a sun, rebounding in the eyes of turtles. The light of sense goes out, remembering your voice, before this green celestial mixture, this marriage of sea and sky, and I prepare my death. Untitled. She wants to speak, but I know what she is. She believes love is death, even if everything devoid of love disgusts her. Since her love makes her innocent, why should she speak? Mistress of the castle, her fingers play upon mirrors of pronouns. With every word I write, I remember the void that makes me write what I couldn't if I let you in. I stand by the poem. It takes me to the edge, far from the homes of the living. And when I finally disappear, where will I be? No one understands. Everything I am waits for you, and still I hunt the night of the poem. I think only of your body, while I shape and reshape my poem's body, as if it were broken. And no one understands me. I know that life and love must change. Such statements coming from the mask over the animal I am painfully suggest a kinship between words and shadows. And that's where it comes from. This state of terror that negates humanity.